crypto.
Watching gonna have to try really hard.
He's this 6'8" beast in real life. You have no idea. He's just listening to crypto while he's just fucking pumping iron.
Right.
You're like, oops, sorry about that.
My bad.
And Patty, do I ever think about Uranus at night while I'm lying in bed?
Sometimes.
I mean, you know what I think about in bed, Patty? That's between me and that subject.
Me and who's ever in bed with me, or who I'm thinking about, who I wish was in bed with me.
Oh man! All right, that's awesome. James, give me something in the future that you have either barely talked about or haven't talked about. Just a little something. Just give me a little something.
Okay. All right. So I don't think enough has been talked about the 4 OMNICHAIN tokens that are coming. Right. Second audit. Who knows how long this second audit's going to take? Is it going to take 3 days? Is it going to take 11 days? Who knows? Because it's 4 protocols, right? When they come over, there's going to be a lot more of the bonded liquidity stuff. But what we have not been talking about is the 6-pack of founders. There's like a 6-pack of founders that have come together. We are building something on base that will absolutely blow minds. It is not a token, right? It is something that is going to help everyone inside and outside of the TitanX ecosystem. The Titan 6-pack. I've been thinking about a group name. In fact, I meant to ask the group. We spoke earlier. I feel like we need a group name. Like there's 6 of us. We gotta have a name. We gotta have something to call ourselves, like a gang. So we're not going to drop any alpha about that one. But we will say that is going to flip the script. It is going to change life as you know it.
Call yourself the TitanX 6-pack.
I think that might actually stick.
Sounds really good.
I think that's going to stick.
I'll drink to that. Yeah.
You'll drink and smoke to just about anything if I know you.
Oh my god. Too much. Dude, by the way, get a new avatar next time, bro. Come on.
You can't get on? Can't get your picture on?
I normally am on my computer, but I'm on my phone right now just because it was like this was a last minute thing.
They have cameras on phones now.
I do, but I don't. I'm not at my desk, my studio, so
I don't have any clothes on, so I'm just gonna keep it like this. I got you.
I gotta have the perfect lighting that's shining off, to make my hair glow just that perfect way.
You do have that angelic look to you. I've said it many times, and not in the lustful way.
Yeah. So I don't want to ruin that image that people have. So that's why I'm going audio only. And I was gonna change up my avatar, but I didn't have any images on my phone ready to load on there, and it was like, as we were going live. So next time I'll have a better setup.
I was gonna say, dude's actually in India and he can't get the video to work. So
he's in India. He's traveling. He's taking a quick flight from the motherland over to India.
Oh my god. Mello's about to fight me now. Holy shit. All right. Well, Mello's had 10 energy drinks. I don't want to have any.
Apparently
anything to do with that. Good lord. Okay. Well, what do you think is going to happen with the markets in general? Let's just, since you guys are founders, you can't talk about price action with your own shit. Let's just say that for right now, overall, general market wide. What do you think is going to happen this year as this year plays out now? We finally got the Richard Hart case tossed, along with every other case just about that they have. They've tossed almost all of them. I think there's like 3 or 4 left. I think, and a lot of people think, that stems to what's coming this year, and we're going to actually have a hell of a run. I saw in the comments someone thought that was only bullish for Pulse Chain, the Richard Hart dismissal, and I would argue that it's bullish for everyone. And if half the TitanX system is in Pulse Chain, then that's bullish for all of us. Because if people start making a lot of money on Pulse Chain, I'll tell you what I do when I make a lot of money on something. I buy lows in some of the other things, and I DCA more in other things that I have conviction in. So you can see lots of rotations coming in. But what do you guys think? Crypto-wide, market-wide, how do you think this year is going to play out? Do you think the tariffs are going to ruin us, and it's just going to be a Sunday, bloody Sunday for the whole fucking year, and it's just, wah, all year long, we cry all year, we piss and moan? Or is this going to play out like a cycle and do kind of exactly what we think?
I'll jump in and just say I think it's gonna go up and it's gonna go down. Like I don't think any of it really changes. Like my long-term mindset is crypto is the future. I have absolute conviction for that. Like what Trump's doing, like I think there's lots of hype. Like the Bitcoin strategic reserve that they're talking about. Like I think it's in a hype situation right now. These announcements are great, but realistically I don't see the US like buying Bitcoin next week. Like this is how slow the democracy works. Like so my opinion is like we're in a little small hype cycle. These are all bullish news, but like I don't think any of it's actually going to get enacted tomorrow. Like this is still many months long process. So I think the hype's going to die down. The market might dip with it, but then it'll come back later. But zoom it out like over the next year, I think it's very bullish. All of the SEC news dropping all their cases, all of it's very bullish to me. But short term, I still think there's going to be lots of up and down volatility.
Awesome. How about you, Smooth?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much agree with what dude just said. And I think overall, there's been a ton of just, people scattering to find like the next best thing, the next rip, whatever the case may be. And I think there will be a little fatigue off that. And I think like good, solid projects are going to win later on this year, in my opinion. I think the market's going to rotate out of like crazy meme stuff into maybe more utility meme stuff. You know what I mean? Like some solid projects. So I think it's going to be a big, hopefully positive narrative by the end of the year on we're actually rewarding like really, really good crypto and good communities and stuff.
Awesome. James.
Sure. So I'd like to say for once in my life, I was right. And it's just crystal ball. It was, people say, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't have a crystal ball. Maybe it was just a lucky guess. But while a lot of people were saying, ETH to 5,000, ETH to 10,000, I said, slow down a little bit. We have so many of these L2s out here. And I had people argue against me who are much smarter than me. There's so many L2s out here. There's so many, there's so much money moving around. There's still a lot of volume in ETH, but it's not as exciting as it was. In 2021, ETH was the thing. That's what it was. And it just, people kept buying and buying and buying and using it and buying these, millions of dollars of NFTs. And there was unbelievable volume, insane volume, probably too much volume. So instead of the ETH to 5,000, ETH to 10,000 group, I was more in I think we're probably going to stay steady for a year. Even with these, the ETFs have to really take off. The ETH ETFs have to really take off. Now what happened, I didn't expect a decline like that. I certainly did not call that one. But I think just like the smooth and dude, I feel like they've given very safe visions of the future. I think that there is going to be slow growth. I think there's going to be slow and steady growth. I don't think we're going to see like these typical 4-year cycles. You got, October is this and April is this, and it's the 4-year cycle, and everything is going to happen in 2026. I think those days are over. I think the world has changed quite a bit. There's a lot more people in crypto now. There are 1,000 times more different types of products in crypto now. So it's very, very, very hard to, for everything to just go amazing bull market, everything triples and goes by 10x. I think we're going to have steady growth over the next 1 to 3 years. Good growth, solid growth. And I think some very quality projects are going to come out. Some of them I hope I'm involved in. So there we are.
That's a good point Spoon makes. I wonder what the price of ETH would be right now if 1.2 billion or whatever wasn't dumped by the North Korean hackers that stole it out of that.
I don't believe it was all dumped.
I believe most of it was. Last I saw, over $1 billion had been washed out already.
Oh, had it been? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's
facts.
That'll put a damper on the ETH price. But like everyone in the comments has been kind of talking about, a lot of people feel like manipulation is just rampant right now going in the markets.
Yeah.
And to what you were saying, how many cycles are going to play out exactly like a cycle before everyone starts to come in and make money off that, which disrupts the whole cycle. So very all good points.
Yeah.
Dude is back. We're gonna wrap it up. So I'm glad he's back. So yeah, those are all interesting points. It'll be interesting to see. Do we all feel the same way next week? So be interesting if you guys are all available next week, or whoever else is on next week to see what the sentiment is next week. It'll be also interesting just to see that shift as we go on through the year.
Yep.
But guys, this was an awesome first stream. I appreciate y'all for coming on. I don't really have any closing words for y'all. This was just awesome, and I'm glad we're doing it again. So I appreciate y'all. But closing arguments, closing wrap up. Any last thoughts? Shill your shit. Smooth. Why don't you start sending us out?
Yeah, so Flare.win. Flare is coming somewhat soon, I hope. And at the end of the day, I love being in this community. This ecosystem that we're slowly building and cultivating is going to change crypto for the better. And I think we're right where we need to be crypto-wise and cycle-wise and investment-wise, right? Like just crypto in general is awesome. And it's going to be a lifelong goal and journey to be, going through this. So I appreciate coming on and being part of history with the first Burn Weekly stream. It's great.
Appreciate you, sir. James.
Yeah, I'd like to echo some of those same thoughts. I mean, the Mo, you've been here since the very, very, very beginning. You've come a long way with the dog in the back seat, a long way in the dog in the back seat. So, I mean, you're advising projects. You are bringing people together. You are leading KOLs and streamers. You're setting the stage. We're not expecting someone like let's. Look, so Jake obviously started this, right? Jake, pat on the back, genius, well done. We don't want you to run the whole thing. If you were in here as a dictator telling people what to do, that would be insane. That would totally be not your style at all. So it feels like you want others to step up. And guess what? The Mo has stepped up. Everyone on the stream has stepped up. All the KOLs have stepped up. The new founders have stepped up. And we're going to continue to step up. So that's where I'd like to end it off with.
Nice.
Love it. Dude, is your audio back?
Yeah, I think I'm here. Yeah, all of that. And I want to remind people that nothing has changed. The fundamentals are there. Like, build on TitanX, the bonded liquidity, everything, all these, group of decentralized builders that are doing their own things. Like this is really healthy for TitanX ecosystem, and being on base is just the beginning. Like, we've got lots coming in, in the background, lots is being done on base. So even though it didn't seem like much to you, just like it's happening. This is happening, and this next protocol, that it's going to be a banger for sure. Like I have zero concerns on my end. Obviously, I'm a builder and I am building, but that's all I can say for the average user is nothing has changed, and builders are still building. So we'll be here. So I'm looking forward to 2025.
Awesome. I love it. Well, guys, we'll
Well
see you
said.
next week. Not sure who the host is going to be. We'll figure it out. But it'll be someone different, and we'll have a new set of faces, hopefully. So, appreciate you guys all for coming on. Allie is now in the comments as we're now leaving. Allie.
Allie, the only guy in TitanX with the same birthday as mine that I know of. So, yeah, we both have the same birthday.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Appreciate you all for coming. Have a great week. See you next time.
See you next week.
See ya.
Hang on, let me change that outro.
See you guys.
And the outro is coming to town.
I'm surprised we're still pulled up. Usually it pulls us off on the outro. And it's still recording. It didn't do that.
Oh,
at
the
all.
outro isn't. I mean, I haven't seen the outro.
That didn't work. Had a little glitch there. We're still going. All right. Let me end this again. Sorry, guys. Peace out.
StreamYard is unbelievable.